Okay, so day 2 of our monastic life. We are up. Everybody else is still sleeping, so like, chop chop. Chop chop. And what is gonna be our next mission? Three AM, start of the day. 4 AM morning prayer. Yeah, so 4 AM, that's gonna be morning prayer. At 6 AM, you're gonna be having common meal. 8 AM, work in the freighter.
Slow down, brother.
12 noon, work at the library as a brother librarian. It's gonna be potentially interesting. 4 PM afternoon worship. 6 PM vespers, common supper. 7 PM compline, free time before retiring. Alright then. Yep, so people are getting up. How are we the hell neglecting daily schedule? It's already past 3, so what's your problem, damn it? So should we like still wait here until like 4? Okay, so they're basically getting up at about 4. Not 3. Alright. So they're starting at about 4. A few of them are getting a bit better, or rather a bit earlier. And we're apparently gonna be getting quests for all of it, so that's fine.
Pay more attention.
Why such in a rush to pray? Why such? Pay more attention, brother.
Pay more attention, brother. Slow down, brother. In a rush to pray? In a rush to pray?
Well, then just don't bump into me. You are apparently in the rush, you stupid monk.
Slow down, brother. Watch your step, brother. Pay more attention, brother.
Pay more attention. Watch your step, brother.
Et
is missing. One novice is missing. Which one?
Pay more attention, brother.
Yeah. That guy from S. Siskin is missing. That's supposed to be the Smilflashka. Son of Smilflashka, Sparkabits. He's missing. Circated Kibor. Looking for Circated John.
In a rush to pray? Watch your step, brother.
It's not here.
Pay more attention, brother.
Circated John and Siskin are not here, so they're probably like drinking or something along those lines. Are we like supposed to stay here this long? It seems that they are. Pay indulgence, 1800 groshens. Damn it, that's a lot. Oh, they stopped, so
Why
maybe we're
such
gonna be
haste?
done.
Pay more attention, brother.
Sorry. So this is potentially gonna be a spot where we can run away, do something if you want to, when everybody is here, almost everybody. So is that like it, or?
This is not a good time for questions, brother.
Yeah, thought so. Hmm. Well, we do have like breakfast at 6, so still do have a bit of time. But it is definitely getting shorter. I guess let's just wait here for a moment. More. So yeah, right now everybody is going somewhere.
Slow down, brother.
Yeah, and at 6 we're going to eat with others. It's kinda annoying that even when we are basically slowed down, we are still walking way faster than all of them, as you can see. So it's not exactly working here. Maybe it's because of the sprint perk, I'm thinking. Yeah, basically just my movement is all around faster. And it applies, unfortunately, also here, into the walk.
Watch your step, brother. Why such haste?
Let's look outside for a moment. Yeah, well. Oh!
Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning. Don't do it again.
Circator
such
John,
haste? Pay more
finally you
attention,
are here,
brother.
but you weren't at the mass, you stupid, demented, whatever. So,
So what's
yeah,
your step, brother?
you were drinking at the bottom. So you definitely are not a good
Pay more attention,
fortune
brother.
and future for the order. So definitely Brother Nevlas should be the one who should be elected.
Authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Sila. The well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct
Slow
with
down,
verbal
brother.
admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient characters, he should curb at the very beginning of ill-doing by stripes and other...
Can we not sit there?
Knowing that it is written,
I was hoping to
"The
sit
fool is
beside
not
him.
corrected with words."
Now is Antonius,
And again,
but apparently I need to sit alone or something. Without even any kind of meal? That's wrong, isn't it?
The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on humility. The first degree of humility is obedience without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ. Because all who serve, confess, and fear of hell, the glory of life everlasting. As soon as anything is wrong,
Everybody's supposed to talk here. And like...
cannot
I of course don't have any food with me. I should be eating with them. That growl they're having. But how the hell am I supposed to do that?
For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily...
I
with
like
lips, but
don't want to
simply in
actually
heart,
die here
then
of
even
hunger.
though he fulfills the
I'm not
command,
too keen on
yet
that.
his word will not be acceptable to God.
This is
Who sees that his
strange.
heart is murmuring, and far from gaining a reward for such work as this, he will incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction.
Like, come on! I also need to eat somehow here. I'm not gonna die of...
The first degree of humility
Hunger.
is obedience without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than
So there are a lot of places here where I apparently should be able to sit, but for some reason the game is not allowing me to do that at all.
as soon as
I can only like sit here
receive it as a divine command and cannot
and just do
suffer any
nothing.
delay in
Not eating. That's stupid. It has to be wrong somehow. It really looks like that all of those meals are set up that I can basically sit right beside anybody, trying to talk to them.
or objection.
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I shouldn't really talk now.
For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet acceptable to God, who sees that his heart
Come on in prayer, come on meal.
gaining a reward for such work as this, he will incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction.
What shall we do?
Stop, Gregor.
Don't you freaking dare touch me. Don't you freaking dare touch me, John. Don't you even think about it. Don't you even think about it. Get in after me. So like, I'm probably supposed to be like dying of hunger here.
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working?
I was just
I was
looking for
feeling a bit
something
queasy.
somewhere.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you, but next time
This
you'll
is
be
the closest
punished just
to
like
what I would be
everyone else.
actually wanted to tell him.
I'm Gregor and
to
I'm
tell
new
him.
here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
I'd like to
Let's
ask
not
you
poke
something
him about that
monastery.
other thing yet.
Tell me something about life here.
Prayer, work, obedience. That just about sums it up.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world beyond the monastery walls is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged through the ages.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
Who's in charge of things around here?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him with many more years of life.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates to be the new abbot?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife in the monastery.
Isn't that actually him? He's talking about himself. He doesn't apparently have a tailored conversation for him.
They seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
Interesting. Or it's not him still, but that should be John the Circator. That should be really him.
Tell me about John.
John is
some confusion in him.
the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
They don't really teach us anything hugely
Are
new.
there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot. They can already see poor Peter in his grave.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are 2 candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Nevlas, and there's no chance they'll come to an agreement. But you've probably already noticed the atmosphere around here.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Yeah, okay, this is the other guy. Okay, this is Circator Stibor. This wasn't Circator John. So that kind of explains a few things, right? But I still cannot really eat too much. Because I cannot get the stupid food from there. So, like, that's really strange. I'd like to talk to maybe Jobok, or rather Jobok, whatever, how is it called? Siskin. Antonius, Celarius.
What would you like?
I'd like to ask you.
Nothing really interesting here.
Are there ever any disagreements?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels, right now.
Okay, it's the same that basically the last guy gave me, so nothing new.
Who would you like to be the...
But John, there's no other candidate. Nevlas just babbles on and on. Don't take him seriously.
Okay. It's Novice Lucas. And it's yet again, Siskin is somewhere, I don't know where. He's supposed to be eating here, but I'm like not getting any food out of anybody and anything, so... Okay, so it seems like that we are done with the food. But I kinda need to check out how am I supposed to eat. I have to really find it out because maybe it's bugged. There is a specific bowl that I'm supposed to eat from. They will farthest from the doorway. Huh. Well. So we do have a specific bowl. And we also have to get lucky so that somebody doesn't sit on our spot. Well. That is really kinda stupid. So maybe maybe it's this spot?
Why such hate? Slow down, brother.
No, it's not. I'm gonna be waiting for a few people to leave to see which one is actually mine. Ah, this one is mine. Okay. This one is mine. I don't exactly need to eat just now. It's gonna be 25, I expect. Which will be putting us at 96 and 101. So we don't really eat now. We don't need to eat now. But right now we know how it actually works, so that's good.
I think I'm going to cry.
Go work in the freighter. Report to Provost Nevlas at the alchemy bench. Yeah, it's okay.
Touching, or like infuriating, a horrible, abominable waste of parchment. Young people have no respect for writing these days.
But then, we were not.
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Today's task, 2 cockerel potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
So, cockerel potions, that's what you're gonna be making. Okay then. Cockerel. He whose eyelids are falling and his body ceases to serve him, and it has before him a long journey. Let him drink this potion and restore his energy. So valerian and mints, right? Basically something to freshen you up a bit. You will need spirits, a handful of valerian, and 2 of mint. 2 of valerian and 2 of mint. Grind the mint. Boil the mint for 1 turn. Add the valerian, boil for 2 more turns. Right. Gonna have to write this down. So, mint. Grind. And plus 1 turn. Valerian. Plus 2 turns. And distill. Right, okay. So you'll probably have to find all of that somewhere, right? I assume. Oh, yeah, here. Okay, so we need 4 mints. Because you're gonna be making 2 of those. And 2 valerians. Okay, so mint is gonna be ground up. Oh, yeah, right now we need to start with the spirits, okay. Okay, so that's the mint in. Right now we need bellows. So Q and some grass for 1 turn. Yep, let's take valerian. Bellows and for 2 turns. Okay, it should be holding exactly as we need it. And distill now. Let's take file. One more or probably. You've brewed cockerel potion. You prepared 2 cockerel potions. The herbs are in the chest. So did you like do 2 at once? Apparently yes. Okay. So they're not forcing us to do it 2 times. Interesting. Or do they? Apparently not. We did 3. Okay, so maybe we did more of them because we were actually quite, because we do have quite a good skill in herbalism. In which case I'm gonna be putting back the mint and the malaria. So job well done, I think.
Talk to me, brother.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Good.
What do you desire?
Oh, yeah, I would
Is
like
there any
him
way I
to
could
help
help
him
you get
because
elected?
John seems to be kind of
Somehow
bad.
tip the scales in your favour?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, "Vote for Nevlis, vote for Nevlis"?
Not exactly. You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery. I'd be interested to hear of anything I don't know about.
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then. I'll find out what I can.
Thank you, brother.
Alright. Let's do a bit more snooping then. We already have like Brother John drinking in the cellars, of course. So right now, what are we supposed to do? Probably nothing. Yeah, we don't have anything right now done. But there is gonna be a prayer coming up, I'm thinking. Work in the freighter assigned by Brother Nevlas. The valve. Work in the library. So at noon we're gonna be coming to the library. Well, that's a lot of time until we get there. Even though that's quite assuredly a lot of interesting things here to learn. Not entirely inclined to do that. I mean, like, I don't even do that, for example, in Baldur's Gate. There are about tons of books about all kinds of lore and everything. But yeah, I don't exactly do that. Oh, still should be remaining here. Well, that's kinda boring life. There are various pages somewhere. Some vellum, some scrolls and everything. Page torn from book. I'm right now gonna be looking at that. Because I'm really interested what it actually is. Page torn from book. A page torn from a book. Huh. Bandages. Apparently isn't anything yet. It's gonna be some kind of quest item. But for a bit later, so I will have to pick that one up from the seller as well. Kinda curious what they maybe it's gonna be like some kind of puzzle. If you get all of them, you're gonna be getting some information. Wouldn't be surprised by anything like that at all. What is this? Charles the Fourth. Charles the Fourth. Let's read this. Why not? He was the greatest and most venerated of Czech rulers, whose legacy shall forever be indelibly etched into the hearts of the Bohemians and into their country, for no other ruler can come close to exceeding his deeds or his leadership. He was born in the year of our Lord 1316 as the firstborn son of John of Luxembourg and Elizabeth of Bohemia of the Přemysly dynasty, and thus through his veins flowed the blood of both of those famous families, but it was the Přemysly blood that later brought him as emperor of the whole Roman Empire back to his country, where his seat he did establish. For when the old king died, he left the kingdom to his son. It was desolate and impoverished, and young Charles, who made haste to receive the crown, could not yet properly speak the language of the Bohemians. Soon thereafter he learned to speak as fluently as any other Bohemian, and could converse in 4 other tongues as well, for he was learned and he did begin to write a book of his own. By his hand the kingdom was soon ameliorated, and he rose it to great glory, whether through his skill at arranging marriages of state — he was wed 4 times, each time acquiring a new wife and a new piece of territory that he received as a dowry, or through building and education, which during his reign flourished greatly, or through the newly founded university at Prague, which achieved renown throughout all of Europe. The construction projects that he commenced, including Prague's new town, which he founded on the opposite bank of the Vltava, a stone bridge that connected the old town and the new, and has no match in Europe, and Karlstein Castle, which amongst fortifications is a building of most fine ornament and rich decoration. He rose up the kingdom of Bohemia within the Roman Empire, for by his decree the king of Bohemia became one of the prince electors. When, after a long reign, he died in 1378, the entire land was plunged into grief and thousands of people followed his coffin. In the eulogy given by the bishop at his funeral, he was called the father of the nation, and may that epithet remain his for all time. His sons, Wenceslas and Sigismund, quarrel over the throne to this day, for Wenceslas as the rightful heir has failed as a king and favors hunting and amusement over ruling, and his brother Sigismund has invaded the country with a massive military force and has seized the power that once belonged to his father. Well, look at that.
What would you like?
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
I've no idea. Why don't you ask Brother Librarian?
Okay, so this is how you start this part.
I'd like to ask you something about... Who would you like to be the...
The old abbot isn't dead yet. It's too early to talk about elections. But if I had to choose between the two who are already putting themselves forward, John would be my choice.
Okay, he's going for John.
What do you just...
I'd like to... Who would you like to be...
And what kind of question's that? John, of course. Nevlas isn't the kind of candidate you can take.
It really seems like they're all for John, so, like, I'm kinda thinking John will have to be somehow discredited if we are to help Nevlas.
What is it, brother?
I'd like to ask... Who would you like to...
Brother John, obviously. No one's interested in Nevlas and his new ideas.
What is it, brother?
What do you want me to find out?
I'd be interested to hear about any iniquity in the monastery. I need to prepare myself for what I'll be facing.
All right. What is this book on Saint Wenceslas? pick very hard, so apparently there are gonna be some good some good books in there, we'll be expecting. And we kinda need to right now wait here, I think. Until we are gonna be left out, so let's wait. Yep, we are right now to report to Scriptorium. Which is upwards, if I remember correctly. So, what do you want of me?
Brother Gregor?
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
What kind of book did we get? Oh well, can't really see it here. Wow! This is gonna be a solid quest, it seems. Well, would you look at that? Can we actually read something from that? That's gonna be funny. Having 3 options here. So first, it's Goom. It's apparently not gonna be all that hard. That is Goom at Duim, something like that. Dmin, yeah, that could be. Really? That's O? I don't think so. Wow. Okay, that's not good. And that might be a problem because we cannot really read properly. But first is definitely not gun. Gitu at the dom. No. Gum at the main. Ether. What the hell? What? Eternalito. Eternalito. Octanlit. Olumana. Okay, so Dynamicum, Eternalito, Contemplando, Ex, blah blah blah, Gaudentis. Nah, it has to be the last one. It has to be the last one, even though I think it's not entirely correct. It might be because my reading is not high enough. So I see mistakes in there. Like, so that's making things a bit complicated. So Wendy or Wendy? It's like Wendy automatem. Autoritatem. Yeah, autoritatem, that could be there. Selumus? Not really. Selumie. Audende at Auque Apprende Potestatem Potentatorum Potestatem Potes. Yeah, that's an S. It's gonna be the first one. Ramus, that's on both. There's not a comma though. Utqui Ivenonin or something like Eternome. That could be. Maybe. Kiter, no, that's not it. Internum, not really. Affentum. Ascentum. Yeah, that's S. Those are S. Ascentum. Let's hope we do it right. It's actually nice how all of those little things are flying in the air, all that dust and such. Right. Just gonna look if maybe also here there is some scroll somewhere on the table. That is torn out of some book. Yeah, seems there is. Seems certainly that there is.
Don't even look at that cabinet.
Yeah, lookpick very hard. That's not something that you'll be able to deal with at all. Unfortunately, we're not such thief, or rather such skilled thieves.
Can you read?
Did I do mistakes or not? I right now clicked it off, but it seemed like I did make mistakes or something. Damn it.
Talk to me, brother.
I've heard there are some forbidden books locked up in the library.
That's correct. They're here, safely hidden away from anyone who might be tempted to read them.
Yeah, probably not gonna be able to look at them.
How does a book get on the forbidden list?
Forbidden works are full of heresy and blasphemy and witchcraft. If you ask me, we should burn them immediately, not archive them.
Could a book be prohibited by mistake? Maybe a good book or a useful one?
No errors are made. Every
Sure.
book on the prohibited list is there for a reason.
Hmm.
Who am I to doubt the wisdom of Mother Church?
What if I just wanted to take a peek? Could I?
You could not. They are libri
Well, I had to try.
prohibiti, and the only people permitted access to them are the abbot and I. Although I see no reason why he or I would ever want to read them.
Oh. Well, let's try.
Not even if I
Why
were to
not?
beg or promise a favor in return?
If you could prove to me that you truly like books, then maybe.
There we go.
I don't need to hear anything else. I've heard about Avicenna's Book of Medicine. Could I see it?
Who told you about that? Of course you can't.
I hope I haven't actually screwed myself over right now before actually doing him the favor. Damn.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who. Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned.
This reminds me of the name of the
art
rose. That's
of
quite
love
similar
must have
in
been such a thorn
what
in
the
his
main plot
side
was
as he
about.
stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Nah.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages,
10
I'll be
pages
most
and I
grateful.
found 3 basically right now. Okay.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
Yep. Just try to find all of them. Think, let's just give him all of them
I'd like
basically
to
when
ask
we
you
are
something
having
about the monastery.
the full end and all of it all together. I really hope I haven't screwed myself over about the Avicenna book. Maybe I should have really asked after I did the service for him. Yeah, I really hope I haven't screwed it up. Okay, so I probably should still be staying here, right? Yeah.
Peace be with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna be just talking to the other monks then. Trying to see if they're
do you
all for
desire,
John,
Brother
as it seems like to be basically the
I'd
thing
like
around.
to ask you. Who would you like to be the...
I've thought long and hard about it, and I've decided to support John.
So everybody from the older monks actually wanted John for some reason.
What would you
Because
like?
he's basically represents what they are used to, so it's
I'd like to ask
understandable
you
from
something
that
about-
point forward. But it seems like that the Nevalis, or what is his name?
Who would
actually
you like to be the new
maybe a
abbot?
better guy for the role.
John, definitely. Now, compared to him,
Nevlos,
Nevlos
that's
is
the
young and inexperienced. John has the wisdom of age, and he already has the respect that Nevlos will have to earn.
What is it, brother?
I'd like to ask you something. Who would you like to be the...
John, definitely. Compared to him, Neverlas is young and inexperienced. John has the wisdom of age, and he already has the respect that Neverlas will have to earn.
Okay.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know,
This is different.
but I've no time for idle chat. I transcribe books from dawn till dusk. I've been doing it for years, and I'll be doing it till the day I die.
What, you do nothing else?
It is my penance and my blessing. And now, brother, if you don't mind, I'd like to get this page finished.
Huh. Okay, this is a strange guy.
Talk to me, brother.
I'd like to ask about something.
Can't you see I'm working? Ask someone else.
This is a strange dude. This is a right strange dude. I want to go outside. I want to go into town, into inn. Kill some bandits.
Don't even look at that cabinet. It contains forbidden books.
Okay, they even can detect it this way. Well, so how long do we actually have to stay here? Everyday laborers is the next spot. Wow, already at 4 p.m. we have been worship. Madam, I have to wait a long time. These are all like histories. You cannot really study anything out of it, right? Evil morals in Bohemia. Oh, it's actually stealing. Alright, so we cannot even take it. Even the cobweb would be stolen. Okay, it's all basically to be stolen. So yeah, we cannot take everything, which means that we have to just wait. Or shall we also do a bit more of the transcribing? Let's see. Okay, we can actually do a bit more here. So, there's gonna be another one. Oh, well, this is gonna be E. R. Wow, this is gonna be harder. This is gonna be much harder, apparently. Ooh. What the hell is there? Not the last one. Uftistan? Uftistan? No, post. Post. Yeah, this is the first one. Seems likely. What's it? What the hell? Passer, Rode, or S. It looks like S. At, maybe, or Z? Sacerdati es fertilas? No. Sacerdotum escribas. Populi. Yeah, the last one, I think. Oh, it's a very nice illumination. Okay, so Sedelar Kos, or something like that. Ufos not, usque. Usque, Doom. Eos. Yeah, it's gonna be the first one.
What would you like?
I cannot actually do anything for you. Is it like wasting time? It doesn't seem that it's actually using any time. Strangely enough. So I was thinking that maybe that could be like used to pass time, but apparently not. So let's just wait the hour here. And go for the sermon then. Go to the church for prayer. Oh, what is this? Is it like blood or... that is strange. It's either blood or it's gonna be like wine. Probably gonna be wine, it seems. Yeah, we cannot get pebbles here. I wanted to hit C, but hit X.
Pay more attention, brother.
Out of all the perfection around, they have one broken tile there. Somebody was quite heavy. Oh well, there's a second one. Okay, so I have a few of those around. Let's look around here, because I'm thinking that maybe you're gonna find one of the parchments here as well. I'm definitely curious if maybe some of the parchments are gonna be hidden like behind those very hard chests and something like that. Or the chests locks of the doors. Nice golden chalice. Can I go even up there? I shouldn't. Oh, would you look at that? We have found a lockpick if we want to. Okay, so that's good to know. Oh, it's kind of nice. So we have found a lockpick. Good. Very good indeed, if we need one. And to get into some chests, we are gonna be able to. Okay. What's gonna be our next part? At 6. Come on, supper. Eat with the others here. Already there.
Slow down, brother.
And cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, warnings, grumbling, objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and purpose.
Alright, so let's basically get Henry quite filled, he can be. Not sure how long this is actually gonna be lasting. Let's see and play it through.
Who sees that his heart is murmuring, and far from gaining a reward for such work as this, he will incur
And listen to the guy there.
to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on the spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humble, and kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since this spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good, holy, edifying conversation. For it is written, "In much speaking you will not escape sin." And in another place, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciple's part is to be silent and to listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
Conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth.
Okay, so he's finished. So I guess are gonna be finished. We.
These novices, I'd pull those idlers by the ears.
What have they done to you this time, brother?
They're shirking their responsibilities, leaving us, their superiors, to chase around after them, finishing what they don't.
Did you have to finish someone's weeding in the garden again?
Yet again. I've had enough of it.
In a rush to pray?
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'd like to ask you, who would you like to be?
Brother Nevlas. There are many things
he
wrong
actually
here.
wants.
John would leave them as they are.
There is one person that actually wants to be, wants Nevlas to be the Lord here. Okay, so we got nourishment at 100. Apparently we get in actually nourishment up to 100 exactly when we eat, so that's kind of nice.
Slow down, brother.
Oh, we cannot still leave. Right now we should be able to. And yep, we are gonna be right now roaming around. I'm gonna be just moving a bit fast to cover a lot of ground if we potentially can. Because I also want to go down. I want to go out, have a look into the garden, and maybe speak to a few monks here and there.
Talk to me, brother.
I'd like to.
Okay, he doesn't have anything new.
Gregor.
I'd like to ask you, who would you like to be the new abbot?
Definitely Nevlas. Although he's young and less experienced, his heart and intentions are pure.
Ah, Gregor.
Oh no, didn't want to do that.
What would you like?
Didn't want to do that. Just wanted to ask him about the election again, but apparently this is gonna be for Nevlas again, right?
Brother John,
Oh no,
obviously.
Brother John.
No one's interested in Nevlas and his
Oh
new
well,
ideas.
you're apparently quite wrong about that, it seems like. Quite wrong at that. Novice Yodok.
I've read one of the manuscripts of the Bible.
Right.
What do you desire?
I'd like to ask.
He doesn't have anything new. I think I've actually pretty much learned all that I needed and all that I could from all those people. So right now I'm gonna have to do a snooping around. It seems.
What is it, brother?
I'd like to ask.
So we have how much time actually? We have until about 9. So not much, about 2 hours, so it's really not a whole lot. Not big, very hard, it's not promising. Right, that's... very hard. Lockpick very easy if you want to get in there. You can sit here, and is that actually gonna be any kind of bonus to something? No, but apparently we can like read something here, it seems. Use scrolls and even more scrolls. Okay, that's not one of those from the book. So, are you like going to be coming away, or are they going away or not? Because I would like to go rather have a look into those cabinets.
Why such haste?
Nothing here. Oh, cheap wine. Okay. I'm gonna be picking up the lockpick from the behind because it's apparently gonna be important and I really need it. So we do have a lockpick. Is this like the book? Or rather, is this like considered the key to the lock? What the hell? Maybe I could have gotten like, there was an option how to... Maybe there was an option how I actually could have gotten the key, but maybe right now I screwed myself over, I don't know.
But they'll learn. We were no different.
Okay. There's a door at the end.
Why such haste?
Watch your step, brother.
Why such haste? Go away. Novices aren't
Novices
allowed here.
aren't allowed here.
Sorry. Sorry, so that's the kitchen.
God be with you.
And do we see maybe one of the scrolls here? I don't think so.
What do you want, brother?
What do you want,
You shouldn't
brother?
be here.
You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, you told me already. I already know. I was just trying to see if maybe there's something that I need from, rather from there. Apparently not.
Worse than last time. I tell you, something is gonna happen out there.
You might be wrong, and besides, God will be our protector.
Ah,
Why
there's
such
the way
haste?
into the cellars. And where does it actually lead here up? Okay, so these are the sleeping quarters, right? Some doors to somewhere. I just first want to basically check all around here. Lockpick easy. Okay, there's a toilet. I'm kinda thinking I might want to start opening some of the chests here. Because at this point, I don't really see how I could be easily finding all of those scrolls. There's supposed to be 10 of them. I know about 2 I have, 1 I know where it is. And the rest, like, where the hell could they be? Anybody nearby? No. Oof. I probably damaged the lockpick. Oh no, I didn't. I was lucky. I was really scared there for a moment because this is the only one that I have. Gold cross, linen shirt, and nobleman's brown horse. Okay. Don't want anything of that. It's already gonna be late. Damn it.
In a rush to pray?
Pay more attention, brother.
Why such haste?
I need to go real quick here.
It's that touchy, is it?
There's a third scroll. Some trouts here. Easy lockpick. Is anybody already here or not? Doesn't seem so. I'm probably free to lockpick this. Wow, decorated goblets, a lot of treasure, but nothing that I would really want. But interesting nonetheless, as there's a few cave mushrooms. Okay, I'll pick easy here. Let's see about this one. Oh, we can actually save a hide here. Alright. That's fun. That is quite interesting. So you are whom?
Brother. You were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you know where you're permitted to enter and where your presence is forbidden?
Or is that maybe the one? Yeah, it's gonna be the solitude.
I've had
maybe.
enough of this. You'll never put me in seclusion.
You dare resist punishment? Let me remind you, brother, you will suffer the consequences of your deeds.
Well, okay then. I guess I will have to serve it, but it's
I
not really
apologize.
good.
I shall serve my time in solitary confinement.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must confiscate anything that's not allowed in the monastery.
That's not good. That means I'm gonna be losing the lockpick. Oh, damn it. That's not cool. Oh, a whole day. You're serving jail time. Okay. Well, it just happened. I got jailed in Monastery. Well, there you go. basically snooping around. Well, I had to do it. And I'm kind of hoping that he's actually not taken from me also all of those pages that I had. But because if so, then that quest is gonna get completely screwed.